And there it is.
I should probably
Ladies
put my
and
phone on
gentlemen.
vibrate. All right.
All right.
We're rolling.
8:24.
Yeah.
8:24. Go! Gamer Reaction Team.
Right.
Welcome to the Gamer Reaction Podcast. This is podcast number 102.
Advanced Gamer Reaction Theory.
It's
Yes.
it's true. This is what you be taking winter term.
That's right.
Yes.
So, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, guys. Like
What?
right off the bat, I've had shenanigans this week.
Hang
Shenanigans.
on.
But who
I'm
are they,
going
though?
to stop you right there. Because unless these shenanigans include giving me your name.
Well, it's interesting that you should mention that, Chris, because in this this detailed story of shenaniganery, I include all of our names and voices.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay.
It's bizarre how that worked out so well. No, it's not true. I can't even fake it. I paused for a second to try to think of some clever way to put that all in, but I
Incorporate
figured
it.
I'd probably just sit here in silence for 20, 30 seconds while I came up with
Yeah.
something clever.
Yeah.
So,
That's what
so
I do.
all right, well then we'll just go down the line. I'm Alex. This is what I sound like. I'm sorry.
This is Diana. Hello, how are you doing?
This is Jeremy going in proper order.
And this is Chris, ready to do the podcast. Now we're ready.
Yes.
Officially.
Now
Okay.
we're ready.
Now we've gotten that. Thank you. And
On to
actually,
shenanigans.
I credit both you, Chris, and Diana because I think she started to say it as well, remembering to introduce ourselves. Well done.
Yes.
You both get a gold star.
Yay!
I
Yeah. Which are redeemable for cookies. But you have to pick them up at my house.
And they will make you fat.
We'll be right over.
So as soon as you get enough gold stars for a plane ticket and have a few extra for cookies, I think we're in business.
That's a hell of a
Sounds like a
rewards
hard thing
program
to
you
do.
got going on there, Mashowski.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't
Jeez.
make the rules, I just institute them, guys.
Yeah. So shenanigans.
So, shenaniganery, which is a word I am going to continually use because I really think it sounds funny.
Shenanigans.
I think I already mentioned this to Chris and Diana because I was so appalled. I was so upset when it happened that I immediately had to contact people that might give a shit. And unfortunately, Jeremy, you didn't fall into that category.
Oh.
And it's through.
This is probably
it's through
MMO related, I'm guessing.
It's actually
No.
not. It's just one of the brilliant games that you have neglected to play.
It's actually
one of many.
Mass Effect 3?
Mass Effect 3?
3? Related.
No, it's Mass Effect 2 related. I decided, okay, it's time. You know how I am with DLC. You know, we've covered this before. I don't like to play them unless they, work.
Oh, is that where
Because
this
they come-
started? You were going to play the DLC?
I went back to Mass Effect 2 to prepare for Mass Effect 3. I said, all right, it's time. I go back and I play Lair of the Shadow Broker, the Thief one with Kasumi Goto. I can't remember the name of that one. And then there's a new one. Well, new is relative. I don't know when it came out. Called Arrival, that is a bridge DLC that takes place after 2 and before 3. It's like, ooh,
Perfect.
okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I want to play that, and while I'm at it, I may as well go back and play these other DLCs. So I went and I spent like $22 or something and bought like 3 or 4 of their big DLCs and was getting ready to play. So I bought those and then I loaded up the game. And the first thing it said upon loading was there are multiple save files that are corrupt and unplayable.
No.
Would you like to delete them?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's...
So naturally I said no with this like glimmer of hope in my eyes. Like,
Oh my
I
If
still
don't
haven't
delete
deleted
them, I
them.
might be able to open them.
Right, I was like, oh, maybe I can hack my way into it. Well, no, hacking my hard drive was probably what got me into this mess.
Uh-oh.
Really? You think that's what did it? Because I was
Well-
just about to do that.
Well, nothing else was affected. None of my other save games seemed to be
Alright.
affected.
Note to self, move all save games to something else before doing that.
The process that I went through to replace my hard drive with a laptop hard drive, I followed all the instructions, I used the software, I transferred all my files and my profile and everything to my PC, and then transferred the whole thing en masse back to my new hard drive, and everything seemed to work fine.
Did you push
But
A?
I have to imagine that something happened.
Yeah.
Because I haven't tried to access Mass Effect files since I changed my hard drive, so it could have been sitting there for a long time corrupt. So anyway, long and short of it is, I have no Mass Effect 2 save data.
Oh my god, that is so terrible.
Now
I
that-
can't imagine.
See, I mean, as much as that sucks, I would like, man, I could really use another playthrough of that game. But I would only play through it again if my save data was corrupted.
Right. I
Does that
Level 7 Vanguard, huh?
Yeah, I had no desire to go back and replay it, but the
Right.
situation being what it was, I'm 13 hours into my
Oh my.
my new playthrough.
Oh wow.
I was dog sitting for my parents this weekend, and and that's up outside of Vancouver, so it's kind of a drive for me to get anywhere. So I took my Xbox up there, and I was like, all right, well,
Oh, nice.
I'll do my homework, and then I'll fucking play Mass Effect all weekend.
Now, are you trying to make the same decisions as you go through this time? So here comes the spaceship.
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
I think
It's Commander Shepard.
I think the Normandy just flew
Yeah.
overhead.
they
Um,
they heard save game data corrupt, and they're like, we gotta stop these fuckers before we spread the word.
yeah, right.
But so, that I didn't realize you were going to play the downloadable content.
Yeah, that
a good
was
way to get started before Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, and and it kind of like gets you back into the mode.
Yeah.
And I was gonna wait until like later and closer to the release date, but I was like, look, it's only a month away. It's
Right.
like 5 weeks from now, so it's like I should probably get started just in case something comes up. And something came up. I have to play the whole game again.
Yeah, seriously.
You've got 5 weeks, Alex. Don't
I'm
blow up.
already. Yeah, I'm already well on my way.
Are you just skipping the story?
No. I am doing everything as if it was my first time playing it. I obviously I know what happens in the story, but I'm not trying to address your question earlier, Jeremy. I'm not trying to make the same decisions. I'm just playing tough justice, and whatever decisions tough justice has to make, that's what happens. So-
Tough justice. That's what you said every time you tried to make some sort of a decision or something with
Yeah.
Red Dead, right?
Yeah.
Dead?
Well, it's been since Mass Effect that for me the concept of tough justice came about, is because that's how I played Mass Effect 1. And so then from then on I was like, ooh, I like this tough justice. I'm gonna play Mass Effect 2 this way. I'm gonna play Red Dead this way. I'm gonna play these characters in Star Wars this way. I'm gonna do everything tough justice. And even Fallout 3 I started with the Latin Paramour. The Latin Paramour was all about tough justice.
It ended in something completely different.
But yeah,
Justice
wig.
Unleashed.
the wig of doom transformed all that. Fortunately, there's no
hilarious.
such wig in Mass Effect.
So let me ask you, how's that playthrough going? Are you enjoying it again?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything differently. I chose Vanguard again, which is the same class that I always play.
Well, hang on. Actually, I'm sorry to stop you. Did you re-import your Mass Effect 1 data?
Just about to ask you that, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Did.
So
Oh,
you,
good. So at
you-
least that
you-
wasn't
okay.
corrupted.
Mm-hmm. And what's awesome is, since achievement-wise, it's my second playthrough of Mass Effect 2, I have all these fucking bonuses because I started the game with stupid money, like stupid money.
Wait, hang on a second, but I thought it didn't recognize that you had a playthrough already.
Yeah.
The save
that
file
work?
can't be accessed, but I still have all the achievements, and so
Did you play it on PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, you know what it is. It's it was recognizing my import. It's the same if you import your character from 1, or if you play Mass Effect 2 twice,
Yeah.
you get a shit ton of money, and a couple like extra weapons or something like that.
Oh, right. If you just import your character anyway.
Right. If you import your character, or without importing your character, you play through Mass Effect and then start again, you get those bonuses. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh,
but
okay.
but I do have the achievements. The achievements are still there because that's all stored on the Microsoft servers. So I don't have to try to, kill 25 guys with an SMG or like warp this or what. I do have like 2 or 3 of those achievements that I didn't get the first time around, so I'm going to try and get them. But
that's kind of like when I lost when I played like all of Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Through on the PlayStation, and then when I finally got my own Xbox, I decided that I was just going to play it on the Xbox. And when
you decided,
well, I'm being very polite.
Decided. I recall you getting backed into a corner by Sony.
Yeah, Sony made me make a decision, and in the end, as a fuck you to Sony, I decided I'm going to get an Xbox because you are keeping my saved file.
She pulled the Renegade trigger.
Yeah, I totally pulled the Renegade trigger, and rough justice, and
rough
justice is.
That sounds like a cartoon character.
I'm a professional. There's nothing rough here.
Tough justice. So playing Dragon Age again from the beginning, all over again with no save file. Like I actually knew what I wanted to do, so I was just like bang, 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 bang. I was like just tearing through all of these like enemies and finding. Actually, I discovered some places that I hadn't visited before. So I was able to tear through things I already done, but then gave me the opportunity to sort of explore a little bit more. Because now I'm not as worried about it, or I wasn't as worried about it.
And bang, 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 back to 4 weeks in.
Yeah, well, back before we go. That's all I could think about too. Was that from The Count of Monte Cristo?
Yeah,
that's such a bad movie.
No, it's awesome.
If by awesome you mean nawesome, yeah, you're right.
Only because it has that one guy. I can't have. What the heck is his name?
That guy?
The guy who says that line.
Sure
bang, bang, bang.
That guy.
Yeah. He's in Boogie Nights too.
He's in Boogie Nights. He's in some new movie with The Rock too.
Oh, the Journey 2 or something like that. Have you seen the preview for that where he goes, "This is the peck pop of love, baby," and he throws a berry at him and goes boom, and it goes right into the camera.
I did not see that.
It's hilarious if you see it. It's because I guess it's a 3D movie, so he peck pops a berry or something right at the audience's face. But
nice.
Yeah, as only The Rock can do, humorously.
Naturally. So I've already gotten one of the DLC done. I didn't fuck around. I went straight for the good stuff.
Wait a minute. How could you? I'm kind of confused. Don't you need to be, get a higher enough level to do this DLC?
Well, to do Arrival, I think you have to beat the game because it takes place after the events.
Right, that makes sense.
Silly. But the Master Thief one,
Shadow Broker.
Well, that's 2 different ones.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do. I don't know that you can do Shadow Broker until you reach a certain point in the story where you learn more about the Shadow Broker,
right?
And you
Makes
run
sense.
into Liara. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, there are other characters in this game.
It's Mass
Spoiler
Effect
alert.
2.
Wait.
You had your chance.
Yeah.
Diana disappeared.
Yes, she did.
No, it's just a trick of the lighting.
Yeah. She's really.
It's an optical illusion. It's the pleats. I'm about to take these pants back to the pants store.
She's there somewhere.
But
thanks.
I already did the Thief one where you get Kasumi, and she's pretty badass. Because I wanted to have these characters on my squad as quickly as possible. So the first thing I did was I went and got Zaid, and
Oh yeah,
because you
I
gotta
love
have
that
him.
guy.
And then I went and got Kasumi. So they were my first 2 characters, and then I went and started getting the actual story characters.
Fun fact about Zaid.
Oh.
Not the best choice for leading people.
I'm not going to make that mistake again. he
what
got
happened?
Well, at the end of the game, you end up in a scenario where, and I won't spoil this, but you end up in a scenario where you have to assign, all right, there's 2 teams. This person, you assign a leader to each squad.
Right.
And then based on their loyalty and their strengths and weaknesses and their character or whatever, they will perform better or worse, and people can die or survive as a result. Well, Zaid is... I thought he was a great choice because he's he's a badass commando, like afraid of nothing. Always talks about how he leads squads and this and that, and he always survives and whatever and blah blah blah. So I put him in charge of one of my squads.
Oh, jeez.
Bad choice. Bad fucking choice. Because if you actually listen to the stories he tells, every time he leads a squad, everyone dies except for him.
So that's why he has all of those like cuts and bruises and shits and like his
he
face
always
all fucked
lives. But when you have him as a leader of one of those squads at the end, someone else gets killed as a result. I'm like, no, fuck. But I refused to go back and do it over. I was like, no, this is like final push to the end of the game. I'm not starting over. That's it. I lose who I lose. So but this time I'm going to try, knowing what I know now. I'm going to try and get everybody through the final mission without losing anybody.
Clairvoyance, if you will.
Indeed.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I have two different saves commandings.
But yeah?
I think Chris is lagging out.
Yeah.
I think so too.
It was weird. He was talking, but he wasn't moving his lips. He suddenly became a vampire.
Yep, Chris, you're lagging. Sorry, buddy. I don't know what's happening. It'll right itself.
Eventually.
So, Diana, you were saying?
No, I was going to ask you a question. Have you guys hit any of these demos that I don't know if you guys talked about these past couple of weeks or last week? I missed that. What?
I have hit a demo. A demo? Yeah, I hit demos every once in a while.
You hit the demo?
Yeah, there've been a lot of it's been like demo city these past couple of weeks.
Democity.
And it's it certainly has sort of swayed. I can easily say that maybe two of those demos swayed me to want to like actually like play the game. Interesting.
I'd like to know what they are immediately.
How are we on time?
Oh,
3 minutes.
Fucking great.
3 minutes?
That's right.
3 minutes.
Well, then just pick one.
And
then we can always come back to it.
The Kingdom of Amalur.
Nope, skip that one. Come back to it.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about it too, so we shouldn't start it now.
Okay, so then Asuras Wrath.
Yeah.
Asuras Wrath was so ridiculous. Was
like
so
ridiculous, awesome.
So ridiculous in it's like you're right. Like it's ridiculous, like awesome. It's just like fighting a fucking god and like having like the finger come down and like it was just so like as I was playing and I just kept going, are you kidding me? Are you fucking what? What?
Finger.
I have no idea what is going on.
What I pictured when you said that was God of War mixed with Monty Python's Flying Circus.
Or the last guy.
That's actually. Did you guys play the demo?
I didn't. I haven't played it.
Okay, then that's pretty much what it is. Like you've pretty much like hit the nail on the head.
God, I hope not. With the Monty Python thing.
You guys have to play the demo.
The sun and clouds jumping up and down.
The second level isn't like as like ridiculously like ridiculous. The situation as ridiculous. I keep saying the word ridiculous, but you need to understand. It's like
kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
It's fucking ridiculous.
What? Who is that?
What up?
That's Chris.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So yeah, you guys have to play the demo. Once you play that demo, you'll understand why I keep saying the word ridiculous. It's just like it's like a rail shooter at one point, and then there's all of these like cinematic combos that you're supposed to do. It's just crazy. And it's like like at one point the god is like above the earth and he's just like Jai Asura with his finger.
And do you like block his finger and like, push him back into the heavens?
Shit you not. That is exactly what happened.
You are shitting me. You are absolutely shitting me. That is ridiculous.
You just said it again. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
I only said it once or twice. You said it 17 times, so
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of leeway.
Yeah. So
The game is ridiculous.
Yeah. So the Asuras Wrath demo. Did you guys play the Darkness 2 demo?
No.
Yeah, like in March.
Well, it's an updated demo. Get with the program.
I can't be bothered.
No, it's actually
never played the
they've
first
added extra stuff to it, and so the Darkness 2 demo, just for
They took out some lights.
Well, I mean, they actually fixed some of the combat issues that they had in March, and they added enemies, and it's just it feels like it's actually going to be a really interesting game. I don't know if it's my type of game. Simply, I wish there was maybe a PG version, because that
Add some lights back in.
I don't think I've ever heard so many swear words and seen such gratuitous violence in a game.
I think no, but if you're playing the demo, it's like, "Fuck you, Jackie! You fucking prick! You fucking!" It's like FFF.
It's like someone sending Morse code.
It's like a HBO movie.
Well, they're mobsters.
Like an HBO series.
Yeah.
It's like trying to watch
series.
It's like trying to watch Goodfellas on ABC.
Oh my god!
And on that note, let's take a break. Goodfellas on ABC. I like that.
Think on that.
Hey, bleep that shit. Oh wait, I screwed up.